Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Harry. Welcome to my channel. So basically this channel is going to be about all types of film, photography and how I edit. My first video is going to be about what gear I use for filming, and also I'm going to be editing a new video from an air show I went to in Holland. The one that I've just edited, the Fairford video, has had a great response, so I thought I'd show you guys how I actually edit, how I set it up, and yeah, from start to finish how I edit. But to start with, so my cameras, the one that I'm shooting on here is a Panasonic GH4. It shoots 4K, it's a really good camera. I only really use this camera for sort of like either music videos, that kind of thing. I don't use it for air shows, just because I don't like the lens and everything like that to shoot air shows. You've got to be in on the aircraft, and it's a bit different. If you're getting like the people shots, yeah, it's not too bad. But for the air shows, I normally use this, the Panasonic HC FX990, actually VXF 990. Shoots 4K, and this on a tripod is unbelievable. But the video that I'm editing today from Leeuwarden in Holland, I shot all of this on this, all of that on this. Basically, I didn't take a tripod. Obviously, it's too heavy to take for a weekend away in Holland anyway on the plane. So I just took this, used it handheld for the whole weekend, and I've got some really good footage. But I mean, the only sort of video I'm editing is sort of a slow-mo video, so you don't need the full air display. You just need that short little couple of seconds of that shot that's good, and you can slow it down and it looks perfect. And with that camera, it's great. It's got a screen that you can flip out, faces yourself. Yeah, it's just such a good camera, and it's so small. But for that days out and that kind of thing, I use this Canon G7X. Such a good camera, literally. I recommend it every time. It's got a screen that flips up forward like that, but this camera is just unbelievable. It is, I don't know, it's better than most of my cameras for such easy use. But yeah, that's about that for that one. I've also got a DJI Osmo. Yeah, so this is my DJI Osmo. It looks like a guitar. Basically, this is it here. Yeah, what this is just a stabilizer. So this is the gimbal on top. When you power it up, you can run along or walk, whatever you want to do, and the camera just stays steady. And with this, you can pan and tilt it and everything. So this is going to be, I didn't have this last year. So at Fairford this year, and other shows and displays and things, I'm going to get a lot of like air show shots with this because it looks so good. And in slow motion, it's so cinematic. It's so good for just like getting a different view on the videos. So yeah, that's that pretty much. So I'm going to be editing this Leeuwarden video. I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing, obviously it's going to be too long. But I'm going to show you basically how what software I use and how I use it. So yeah, so I use Final Cut Pro X on here on my iMac, which is a 2015 27-inch, which I've just recently upgraded, so I've still got quite a few bits on it. Also, what I do is once I've finished editing it, I'll plug my HDMI into my TV, and I'll watch the whole film back again, just to make sure that it's so on point with the editing. I don't know how, but it's easier to watch it back on a full screen, and yeah, you can be more precise with it. But there's still loads of shots I've got on here that I didn't even use in my Fairford video. Just something like that would look so good in slow motion. Like that as well. Cool. So, anyway, let's move on to the Leeuwarden show. So, this is Final Cut Pro X. Basically, I've imported all my footage that I want in the video into the project. I'm going to be importing the song as well. which is one of the main points as well, because you need that right song that you can edit to, and that attracts the actual audience as well. I found this track here. I'm going to play a little bit of it. So it's got a cool beat and it's quite tense as well, so it's going to look good in slow motion. So now I've just got the thing is, I've got to find, it starts off really slow, so I'm going to got to find the right sort of shots that I can use to start the video with. So basically what you do, you'd find your first shot. So let's go, for example, what can I do? How does it actually start? Let's see. Right, I'm going to start with the F35. Right, so what you do, I press I for in and O for out on the footage clip that you want, so then you drag it down into your timeline and I'll stick it in slow motion straight away. Might even stretch it out a bit longer. Then what you do, you get the audio, drag the audio down underneath the actual footage, hit play. But I still don't know if I'm going to use that footage. I need to find the right thing to start off with. See, with this air show, we was only there for a day and a half really, and it was the first time I've ever been there, so I wanted to just get the air show kind of thing, like the actual flying display. Whereas at Fairford we're there for a week, and like one day I can film the actual air show, like the people and what's going on, and the other day I can film the air display. With this I literally just filmed the air display, which I regret now because I really like the air show kind of shots, like the slow motion of the people walking, playing, walking around the planes, that kind of thing. So this video probably won't be as good as the Fairford video, but I'm going to try and make it possibly as good as I can. You just see, normally on the, say the Fairford video, I'd put a slow-mo of people walking at the start, which I haven't really got that on here. I just need some. Right. So I've got my first clip. It's going to be the F-35 being tugged across. So. So normally what I do now, to get it to cut on the point, I hit spacebar, listen to it. So as soon as it hits that beat, I hit spacebar. So there. So I hit spacebar, so you know that's where that beat comes in. So then you can then cut that to how you want it. So now when you cut that, it should, let me play this full screen again. It should cut out on the beat. There we go. So now when you lay your next clip in, for example this one here, it should change over to that scene on that beat. There we go. So basically that's what I do throughout the whole video, but I just find that right little couple of seconds just so it hits. So that's what I do throughout the whole video. You just got to find the right clips that actually make it look good, not just throw in anything because you've got it. So yeah. And then obviously you've got lots of effects here, which I don't really use. The only thing I really do is I normally letterbox it, which makes it cuts off the screen at the top and the bottom. I don't know why I do it, it just makes it look a bit cleaner. And then I add a little bit of a colour correction, don't do too much. just to bring the colours out a bit more. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. I've got some really cool shots of this on here. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to show you guys a little clip that I've got on this, that if you're into planes and aircraft, this is cool, really. In slow motion, is going to look unbelievable. So yeah, that's it, an Apache throwing out flares just before a stall turn as well. In slow motion, that is going to look unbelievable. Also got loads of shots of like F-16s throwing out flares and that. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you want to see anything else from me as well, like if you've got any questions for me, put them in the comments below, or you can tweet me or whatever. All the links will be in the description below. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.